Imagine you are working a good little job where you are making an average income and you have a wife and she's also working this average job. She's helping you, the man, the provider, with the finances of the family because you can't make enough money. Honestly, it breaks my heart seeing this because it's not even the man's fault. It's not that he's lazy or he's dumb. He's actually spent years of his life dedicating himself to get this good job because it will solve all of his problems. But it doesn't. He was sold a lie. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to come across the entrepreneurial side of YouTube. I remember being like 14, 15, and I was watching Patrick Bet-David, Grant Cardone videos, learning all about real estate and different tax laws in America, even when I didn't live there. But what this did was, it allowed me to see the other side of the world, the other side of making money. You see, in the world today, we are brought up in a very, very specific way. We are programmed to have a very specific life path or a life journey. As soon as we are born, we are told by our parents that we should become lawyers, we should become engineers, we should become doctors because they make a lot of money and they're very successful. We go through the whole school system with this programming of getting a good job, and then we go on to unis and actually get that job. When a lot of people do get this job, is that they realize it's not what they think it would be. They're locked in this little cubicle for 40 hours a week and they're not even making that much money. They can't even spend that much time with their families, and they also have to stress to provide for their families. And usually both parents are working, especially in today's economy. And then they get 2 weeks of holidays from the entire year. You see, people end up feeling trapped, as if there's nothing better to do in their life. They have no purpose, they have no mission, just to wake up like a rat, go to work and come back. And honestly, I've lived that type of life. I've worked really bad jobs for like 5-6 days a week, and all of my week, all of my day is spent on this job. I'm going to work when it's dark and I'm coming back home when it's dark. And honestly, that was a terrible existence. But you see, entrepreneurship saves you from that life. Having your own business saves you from that life. Because when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a businessman, you get what's called freedom. And you get to live your life the way you want to live it. You get to spend more time serving your Lord and your Creator. You become better in all areas of life. You can pray at whatever time you want because there is no boss to give you a side eye. You can take Ramadan off to really focus on your deen and take steps closer to your Lord, to your Creator. And think about everything that's going around in the world. If you were free and you didn't have to worry about what your boss would think or what you posted on the internet, you had a lot of money, you were filthy rich. Think about how much you could give to charity. You could move anywhere in the world into an Islamic country where your children are no longer exposed to filth or propaganda that we are exposed to. You see, one of the greatest pros of entrepreneurship, of business, is that you get to free yourself. You become a free man who lives by his own rules. You get to be a free man who dictates what time he wakes up, what time he goes to bed, what time he does whatever he wants. And you also get to free your family. Your wife does not have to go and take orders from another man. Your parents, who have spent decades of their life trying to raise you and trying to make you into something, can be retired and they can live life of true freedom where they can spend their time with grandparents, traveling around whatever they want because you, their son, has made it. He's made some money, he's become rich. Another thing about business is that there is no earning limit. Jeff Bezos did not get rich by having a job. You see, when you are working a job, even if it's a good little job, you're expected to dedicate so much of your life, literally decades, to have raises, to have promotions, and you're still not making that much money. You're still not truly free, and you still have to spend the next 10-20 years of your life going to that job and serving your daddy. But in business, the constraint is you, which means that you can make more money as you improve yourself, as you push through your own limitations, your own limiting beliefs, your own skills, and as you get better, so does your income. And it's like this game where you keep leveling yourself up and your score, money, keeps going up as well. And you get to not only improve yourself, but you also get to hire the right team, hire the right mentors. And before you know it, you've created this whole movement, this whole team where they're all dedicated to one goal, to one mission. And you guys can all improve together. And the rewards of it is money, but more importantly, freedoms for yourself and your families. With business, you also have more control and you can keep yourself away from haram. Many Muslims that work in some companies unfortunately have to do not so halal things. They might be working in a bank where there's interest involved and their pay is coming from that interest earned money. They might be working for a company that is not selling very halal things, or they're transporting goods that are not halal. There's all of these problems, and sadly these Muslims are almost forced to work these jobs because they don't have any other choice. They have to put food on the table for their kids, and they go through this whole process. Or you might just be expected to take part in events where there's drinks and pigs all around you, and if you don't do that, you kind of get this bad rep that you're some special snowflake, and that might later on cause issues in the office politics, games and whatever. The thing is, in a job you're expected to be a good little boy, but in a business, when you are the boss and everything is in your control, there is no such expectation from you. You get to control all the variables, and you can even link your business to your akhirah. Because in the age of the internet, you can monetize any skill or expertise you have. And with that opportunity, you can monetize something that is super meaningful, that is super fulfilling for you, and you can grow from there. You can not only make money from your business, but you can also gain rewards from your akhirah. That is so beautiful, and that puts business and entrepreneurship into such a beautiful life, where you use your full-time job to get closer to your creator. You use your full-time job to get closer to Allah and actually make a difference in this life and also in the hereafter. Like, think about how great that would be. You're working a job that literally gives you rewards for your afterlife, but also money for this life, and you can use that money to donate and do the right things, and you earn yourself more rewards. I hope this video helped you. If it did, scroll down, hit the like button so other Muslims like you can see this as well, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep helping you in the future, inshallah. Thank you for your time.